Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. Today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve the exponential equation 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x plus 1. Make sure to stay until the end of the video where I have a bonus problem that is similar to this one which you guys can try to solve. So right here we want to find the value of x. Now first off, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, a is equal to 3, m is equal to x, and n is equal to 1. So 3 to the power of x plus 1, this is going to equal a to the power of m, so 3 to the power of x, times a to the power of n, so 3 to the power of 1. So now I have 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 1. Now 3 to the power of 1, this is the same thing as simply 3. So now I have 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x times 3. And now I can divide both sides by 3 to the power of x. So then these two cancel out. And I will be left with 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to 3. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a over b to the power of m. So 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x, that's going to equal 2 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the log on both sides. So now I have log of 2 over 3 to the power of x is equal to log 3. Now, if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can actually move this exponent b to the front of the logarithm. So this would equal b times log a. So in this case, log 2 over 3 to the power of x, I can move this exponent x to the front of the logarithm. So this would equal x times log 2 over 3 is equal to log 3. Now I'm going to divide both sides by log 2 over 3. So then these two will cancel out, and I'll be left with x is equal to log 3 over log 2 over 3. Now I can actually write this in two different forms. First off, the first form, if I have something in the form log a over log b, this is going to equal log base b of a. So meaning this would equal log base 2 over 3 of 3. So this is one way of writing this. Now, another way is if I have something in the form log a over b, this would equal log a minus log b. So log 2 over 3, that is going to equal log 2 minus log 3. So this is another way of writing this. Alright, so we have x to the power of 2 is equal to 3 to the power of x. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ln on both sides. So now I have ln x to the power of 2 is equal to ln 3 to the power of x. Now if I take the ln of something in the form a to the power of b, I can actually move this exponent b to the front of the logarithm. So this would equal b times ln a. So in this case, ln x squared, this is going to equal 2 times ln x. And ln 3 to the power of x, this is going to equal x times ln 3. Now I have 2 ln x is equal to x ln 3. So now if I divide both sides by 2x, on my left-hand side, these two cancel out, and on my right-hand side, these two cancel out. So I'd be left with ln x over x is equal to ln 3 over 2. Now, if I have something in the form e to the power of ln a, this is the same thing as a, and if I have something in the form e to the power of ln x, this is equal to x, because e to the power of ln, these two cancel out, so I'll just be left with whatever is left. So x here, this is the same thing as e to the power of ln x is equal to ln 3 over 2. So now I have ln x over e to the power of ln x is equal to ln 3 over 2. Now this is the same thing as ln x times 1 over e to the power of ln x is equal to ln 3 over 2. And 1 over e to the power of ln x, that's the same thing as e to the power of negative ln x is equal to ln 3 over 2. Now, if I take the W Lambert function of something in the form a times e to the power of a, this is equal to a. So in this case, I'll take, well, before that, I'm actually going to multiply both sides by -1. So now I have -1 times ln x times e to the power of negative ln x is equal to -1 times ln 3 over 2. This would equal negative ln x times e to the power of negative ln x is equal to negative ln 3 over 2. Now I can take the W Lambert function on both sides. So now I have negative w of negative ln x times e to the power of negative ln x is equal to w of negative ln 3 over 2. And now I'll simply be left with negative ln x is equal to w of negative ln 3 over 2. So now I can move this -1 back to the front. So now I have ln x to the power of -1 is equal to w of negative ln 3 over 2. And now if I take e on both sides, I get e to the power of ln x to the power of -1 is equal to w of negative ln 3 over, or sorry, e to the power of w of negative ln 3 over 2. Now these two will cancel out, so I'll simply be left with 1 over x is equal to e to the power of w of negative ln 3 over 2. And this means that x is equal to 1 over e to the power of w of negative ln 3 over 2. So that is my answer. Welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 81 to the power of x equals 27 to the power, we have 81 to the power of x minus 27 to the power of x equals 0. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to change 81 to 3 to the power of 4. So I'm going to replace 81 with 3 to the power of 4. So now we have 3 to the power of 4 to the power of x minus, now I'm going to change 27 to 3 to the power of 3. So now we have 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x. And this is equal to 0. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. Meaning 3 to the power of 4 to the power of x, well, this would equal 3 to the power of 4 times x, or we could also write that as 4x. Minus, now we're going to do the same thing over here. 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x. This is the same thing as 3 to the power of 3 times x, which is simply just 3x. Now this is equal to 0. Now I'm actually going to add 3 to the power of 3x on both sides. So now we get 3 to the power of 4x. These two cancel out. Equals 3 to the power of 3x. Now, because these two bases are the same, this also means that the exponents here are the same as well. Because if we have a to the power of b equals a to the power of c, this means that b is equal to c. Meaning 4x is equal to 3x. So now if I divide by 3 on both sides, I get 4 over 3x is equal to x. Meaning the only value that would fit this would be 0. So x is equal to 0. And as you can see, if we plug 0 in for this equation, we get 81 to the power of 0 minus 27 to the power of 0 equals 0. And anything to the power of 0 is 1. So we get 1 minus 1, which does equal 0.